So I could be too old for this trend, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Hello everyone, it's Chanel with Color Me Stylish, and I'm coming back this week with a new video. I wanted to try a TikTok makeup trend. So it is about summertime, we're rolling into that season, it's getting warm, it's getting a little steamy outside, and of course you want your makeup to be a little bit lighter, not too heavy. But I've seen on TikTok, you know, the young chicks, that they're kind of doing this trend or, you know, kind of summertime look where they kind of take the blush and kind of continue it across the face. It's just a little bit more blush based, a little bit more just, you know, golds and silvers and things like that. So I am not in my 20s, even though I feel like my skin looks like it. I wanted to try the makeup trend and just kind of see how it goes and if I can make that a little bit more relatable to us gals in our 40s. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So if you are new, thank you so much for joining me. I post videos every week. I love doing videos on fashion, makeup, skincare, which I just love so much. So if that interests you, go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button. I would love to have you and kind of just share everything that I love with you. And I also upload shorts almost every day as well, just to kind of stay connected with fun little outfit looks, things like that, or even just like some quick little makeup tips. So yes, and don't forget to hit your notifications so you know when I do upload. So I try to upload my videos every Sunday morning, so be on the lookout for that. Okay, now let's go ahead and play with some makeup. Okay, so I've already just kind of washed my face and things like that for the morning. So I am going to just kind of be playing around with some new things that I picked up from Sephora. I did upload a short on that and just of course my tried and true, because I'm all about use what you have. Even though I'm starting to realize I need to do some more shopping at Ulta and Sephora and kind of get that shipped in. So I'm looking forward to that. But I've washed my face, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my favorite, well, I call this, it's almost like a primer, but this is one of my favorite sunblocks. This is La Roche-Posay, and this is the 50 plus because, hey, ladies, we gotta, and everybody, not just the ladies, we have to take care of our skin and just kind of, you know, protect it. UV rays, all sorts of radicals flying around, things like that. So I love using this, but the formula, one I love, it's because, and you can kind of see that, I was a little afraid when I first started using this because I thought it was going to leave a white cast on my face. So as you can see, I have a darker skin tone and I was afraid of that. But when you rub this in, oh my goodness, it really blends in all over. It's fantastic. So I just like to put this all over my face and just kind of get that going. And as you can see, it is definitely rubbed in all over, and because it just, the formula, it's just a tad bit thicker, but nothing too clumpy. I feel like it almost acts like a primer. It just helps my makeup to stick on, but I am gonna use a primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the whole process, but I am going to do a voiceover only because when I talk and I do makeup, this video can turn into an hour and you guys have time, or you have things to do. You don't have all the time in the world to kind of sit here, even though I would love that. Your time is precious and I want to respect that. So I'm going to do a voiceover for the rest of this video, just to kind of explain the different things that I am using and just, yeah, all of that good stuff. So going in with the Fenty Beauty, sorry, this is the Pro Filter Primer. I have been wanting to try this. So this is one of the new items that I recently picked up from Sephora. So I just love the formula. It's very moisturizing. So, and even just going on top of my SPF, I didn't feel like it kind of rubbed anything off. It kind of stayed true to the formula, the softness, just to kind of go all in. And of course, I like to bring everything down to my neck because I like to blend my makeup all the way down just to kind of give it seamlessness and just, you know, all over look, not having my face be one color and my neck a different. So I was really happy with how this turned out. It just really smoothed out just all of the texture on my face and just kind of hit those pores, things like that. And because I wanted to keep this super light, I'm going in with a light foundation. And I've had this Marc Jacobs. It's kind of like an all over body glow. You can just kind of put it wherever. And yes, I'm still one of those that haven't picked up those like, fancy little like foundation mixing palettes, or one of those like, those little discs that you mix things on like the professionals do. It's in my Amazon cart. It's on the way. But for now, I just kind of used my palette just to kind of mix on. And I started off putting this on with a brush and just quickly realized, yeah, no, the sponge was a lot better. So this just kind of went on really seamless. I am loving the glow, and I've been doing this ever since I made this video. I can't believe I haven't done this before. I love the way this turned out. It just gives this beautiful glow to my face. It just brightens up everything. And I feel like even because of the gold a little bit in that color, that even my under eye, it just kind of like illuminated everything. So my dark circles weren't as visible. So it's like, you know what? If I want to run out the house with just this on, do the eyebrows, I think I'll be okay. But this is going this way, and I've been wanting to try this concealer. So this is one of those where I kind of picked it up in the store probably 10 times, looked at the price, put it back, tried it again, put it back, picked it up again, same thing. And then finally I was like, let me just try this. This might be something that I've been looking for. But I was kind of attached to my Juvia's Place concealer, so I didn't want to like rush out and get something new. But I have to say, this formula is, again, super lightweight, great for summertime makeup. But what I love about this is it has a natural undertone. So I think my problem was I was getting things that were a little bit too light, or had red undertones, or it's just had that flashback. I don't know. I just wasn't finding the perfect concealer, and I think I finally did. So I'm really happy with this formula. It's just so natural. And I've been finding that I've just been doing spot treatments for quick errands, things like that, walk the dog underneath my eyes, and just out the door. So I just wanted to just kind of brighten up the rest of my face just a little bit, but keep it natural. So doing the chin and over my mouth, and then of course the sides of my nose, just to kind of keep that all together. But again, I just love this because it just blended in with the gold and the foundation and just everything that I was going for, just to keep everything really just lightweight and nice, but still super natural. So these are the areas that I just want to touch up. So of course, like right on top of my nose and underneath, and just these areas around my nose and my chin, that's where I tend to get really just oily and shiny. So I've had this before, and I just love this formula because if you want to save money and you're just kind of like, I need a nice setting powder, but I don't feel like paying the Laura Mercier price, I have to say this Sephora brand is amazing. So I've had it before, and this was just a restock, so I'm glad they had it in stock. So I just kind of wanted to kind of lightly set underneath the eyes and just in the areas where I kind of get kind of oily and just extra shiny, and not in a good way shiny. So just kind of preventing any of that excess oil to come before I finished my makeup look. So it was just really, again, just keeping everything super lightweight. And for my brows, it's still kind of darkening up a little bit since having microblading, things like that. I know I forgot to put the cap on there and it dries out, but it's still good. It's still good. But just kind of going in with the brow pomade just to kind of just lighten, or sorry, not lighten, but darken in the brows, things like that, and just kind of fill them in. But that's just my go-to for my brows is, just like years ago, I wanted them to be like super thin and skinny. And now I just feel like I want them to be more fuller. I wish I had more bushier eyebrows, to be honest. It just kind of gives that more youthful look, at least for me and my face. It just suits me so much better. And then going in with a spoolie just to kind of fluff them up and blend in everything to all the hair so it just looks as natural as possible. And I'm going in with Juvia's Place. I love this pen just to kind of, put those hair-like strokes, again, just to fill in any of the sparse areas that I might have in my eyebrows until they start to darken up a little bit more with my just microblading, things like that. So this is just one of my favorite tools, is a brow pen. It's just, I love it so much. So, but if you guys have any questions, or if you guys would like to have or see, sorry, a more detailed eyebrow tutorial and just my routine on how I do everything, let me know in the comments below. So just going back in, this is like one of my tricks, especially when it is hot outside, is I like to just, go back over my brows with a little bit of powder. And as you can see, it doesn't mess up anything, but it really helps my brows just to stay in place for the whole day. So I just noticed, instead of doing the soap brows, things like that, that the powder and just kind of setting them just works best for me. So I'm going in with Juvia's Place, and I'm just kind of sticking with these 3 colors. So starting with this one at the base, again, I want this to be super light and kind of just like that beachy look. So I like to use a fluffier brush just to kind of disperse the first color all over my lids, just to kind of get that base color. But again, it's super natural. So now going in more of a coppery orange. So I just kind of wanted to put that in place. So, oh, I just love this color, but it definitely needed to be blended out. But I just love how it's just coinciding with the golds, things like that on the eyes. So it's just giving this luminous, beachy summertime look. So I'm just super happy with how that turned out. And it's still really relatively natural that this makeup look will go with any outfit that you have, any occasion. So it's just light, it's airy, but it still has like those specks and that shimmer that you're going for, especially for summer. And then going in, this is the Wet n Wild liner. So I just love the felt pen, but instead of doing black and do, like I normally do and having more of a harsher look, I decided to go in with the dark brown just to kind of keep it, again, with the colors of, the golds and just the coppers, things like that, but just to keep it a little bit more lightweight and easygoing and just more natural. So trying to decide lashes or not. So I decided to pass on the strip lashes and go in for my primer. So don't look at the bottle, it's a little crazy. It is well loved. And I have a new one on its way in my shipment. So, but I love this because it comes out white so that you can just kind of coat every lash that you need. Sorry. And then just kind of go in and just, I like to wiggle it at the base, because when I put on my mascara, it is going to make it look so full and so long. And it's just great that you don't, at least for me, when it's hot, I don't have to worry, about, my lashes coming off or things like that. So as you can see, it comes out white, but don't worry, you're going to go over it with your mascara. And this technique actually works for waterproof mascara as well. So, that's always like something that's fun, just to kind of have the option of fuller and more defined lashes, but you don't want to have to use strip lashes all the time. So just kind of going in and trying to coat all of these, but it's just, I look like I'm about to beat somebody up. It's like, what is this face?
Okay, this is getting crazy. Anyway, so going in, I just did both sides, but as you can see, I waited a minute and it starts to dry and then the whiteness goes down. And then that's when you want to just go in with whatever color mascara that you want to use, but of course I'm going in with black. So as you can see, it's just going in and really helping to define because that primer is there to act like a lash extension. So it's fantastic. And it just gives that look of fullness, makes them a little bit more defined, a little bit longer, and it just makes your eyes pop. So this is a great option if you are not into strip lashes. Okay, so going in with the other eye and that psychotic look again, like I'm about to kill somebody, but I'm not. It's just, going in and doing like the bottom lashes, things like that. So this was actually the first time I used the primer on my bottom lashes. I usually just focus on the top, but I wanted to also give that cute little like baby doll look. So this is the look. This is the TikTok trend. So going in with the blush, and I decided let's again with the palette I don't have. Don't worry, it's on the way. I'm gonna be professional next time. But just using my palette to kind of mix the two colors together. So I love this Milani cheek tint. It's just more of a blush, but I love it because it's more of a liquid. So it just has a thinner consistency, but I wanted to kind of just mix those colors together and then kind of just go in for this TikTok trend. So the whole look is to go across the face and kind of mimic where you would get maybe, say, a natural sunburn or just the redness of the sun, where it just kind of starts on the top of the face, goes underneath the eyes, and then you carry it across onto your nose. And so I'm like, okay, let's just try this and see. But I had a little bit too much formula, so I wanted to kind of just take off a little bit more of the excess and just kind of continue on. So it looked a little crazy to start. I was second guessing myself, not gonna lie, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try what the young girls are doing and see if it is relatable for me. So I decided, yes, the sponge is always a good idea just to kind of really blend that in and make it a lot more natural. And of course, I just wanted to kind of really have that go into the skin, especially because it was going across my nose and things like that. So, but you know what? The more that I blended it, the more my confidence in this look was starting to come back. And I thought, you know what, this is kind of cute because, I don't personally sunburn, but I have had redness if I'm in the sun for a little bit, and it's just kind of gives you that youthful glow just all across the face. And especially if done well like this, blend, it definitely comes out a lot better. And I was actually really happy with how it was starting to turn out, and using the blender was like the best option. So another item that I picked up when I was in Sephora, this is the crayon that they use for shadow and liner of the eyes, and it's waterproof. And I kept thinking, I don't normally use a lip liner, but how would this work? So I just decided to pick it up and try it, and I've been using this almost every day nonstop since then. It's great because it's waterproof and it's summertime and everything's sweaty and sticky and hot and you're drinking a lot and everything else. And this honestly has had such a great effect in keeping my lip gloss or lipstick in place. And so just kind of putting that in there and just kind of like sealing it in with the pouts. I mean, I'm super happy with this. So this is like my new little trick. And then I wanted to do something really light. I know that's upside down, sorry, but it is called Angel Food Cake. And this is the NYX. I know I need to get more. I'm running out of everything. It's crazy. But I just love this pinky color. And with the lip liner, it just has like that brown to pink ombre effect. So it just kind of keeps with all of that natural color that I'm going for. And I am in love with this color combination.
Thank you so much for joining me this week. This was better than I thought. I kind of was a little bit worried about how the whole blush thing and everything was going to turn out. This is my first time trying it myself as well, but I think I really like it. I like the fact that it kind of just gives that warmth and that glow, and when you are in the sun, that's kind of like the red spots where the sun hits, things like that. So it really does illuminate the face and just kind of give it more of that natural youthful glow, which I am loving. So I will definitely be trying out different TikTok makeup trends and sharing them with you. So if you have any ideas, if you have any just thoughts or something that you would love to see me try, leave them down below. I would love to try them. I love just being in that community with you guys and just trying different things. Or if you have any questions, leave them down below as well. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video. I would appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week.